Is your outbound logistics keeping pace with modern commerce? If you still treat order, pick, and ship as isolated functions, you are falling behind. I'm Randy McClure with SC Tech Insights. From multi-channel e-commerce to multi-agent AI, I'll show you how tech is rewiring logistics and the critical steps you must take to stay competitive.
We are looking closely at how the logistics industry is fundamentally rewiring itself. This is no longer just about moving freight from point A to point B. It is about leveraging emerging technologies to transform your supply chain into a massive economic engine. To do this, we'll follow a clear six-part agenda. We'll start with the outbound logistics liability, move into the rise of customer-facing storefronts, and then explore the AI workflow solution. From there, we'll cover outbound logistics business survival, 5 core operational imperatives, and close with an executive call to action. Let's begin with part 1, the outbound logistics liability. Historically, outbound logistics was treated as a back-office afterthought. It was basically viewed as the manual task of pushing boxes off a dock into a trailer. But holding on to that legacy mindset today is a massive corporate vulnerability. In our modern reality, the exact millisecond the customer clicks buy, your entire fulfillment operation becomes highly visible. It essentially operates as your physical storefront. If internal operations are disjointed, causing a delayed shipment or a misplaced order, customers aren't going to bother filing a complaint. They will simply pivot to a competitor who actually has the infrastructure to deliver the outcome. The market's tolerance for fulfillment failure has dropped to absolute zero. That brings us to Section 2, the rise of customer-facing storefronts. As industry leaders like Jeff Bezos have established, the required operational mindset today demands an obsessive focus on the customer. Distribution channels are no longer hidden behind massive retail storefronts or prolonged shipping schedules. Managing the customer relationship used to be the exclusive domain of retail clerks or sales representatives. Today, your logistics operators and fulfillment nodes are directly charged with managing that relationship. Every node in your network, right down to the localized micro-fulfillment center, must be engineered to deliver a flawless, branded experience directly to the buyer's doorstep. Now, looking closely at how this distribution is structured, outbound networks were historically optimized almost entirely for B2B. They were built for handling bulk commercial deliveries and predictable pallet loads. But now, businesses are forced to simultaneously manage highly volatile B2C individual consumer orders as well as highly agile D2C networks. If you attempt to build isolated, redundant silos for each of these distinct channels, it will absolutely crush your operating margins. The modern mandate dictates that these multi-channel models must coexist within a single, unified ecosystem to profitably reach the end customer. So how do we achieve this at scale? Let's look at Section 3, the AI workflow solution. Resolving these complex multi-channel demands without human error requires a fundamental shift in IT architecture. Supply chain leaders must transition IT from passive tech support into a high-velocity economic driver. The legacy break-fix mentality measured success by basic server uptime or hitting software deployment dates. The modern solution, however, measures IT success by revenue protected and operational costs slashed. Instead of simply keeping networks online, modern IT infrastructure hosts active AI workflows that autonomously execute decisions. For instance, these systems can reroute delivery trucks in real time to circumvent weather delays. This directly reduces your cost to serve while preserving those critical delivery guarantees. This brings us to a critical concept for modern supply chain executives, the cognitive assembly line. We have officially entered an era of distribution where multi-agent AI collaborates seamlessly across your network to execute complex, multi-step workflows at speeds far surpassing human capability. Imagine this scenario. One AI agent predicts a regional demand spike for a specific SKU. Simultaneously, a secondary agent secures the freight capacity to move that inventory, while a third agent updates warehouse labor schedules. And all of this happens before the demand spike actually materializes. To achieve this level of operational autonomy, adopting just-in-time data pipelines and high-velocity AI analytics is essential for business survival, which leads directly into Section 4, Outbound Logistics Business Survival. Mastering this intelligent network is no longer just an operational goal. It is a matter of absolute survival against AI-powered competitors. To build a formidable competitive moat, your operations must execute high-volume, direct-to-consumer fulfillment flawlessly. You must deploy intelligent AI workflows that proactively eliminate human error across your internal organizational boundaries. By digitally syncing the entire order lifecycle, from the initial click right through to the final mile delivery, you maintain absolute data integrity. Crucially, this system must empower your contact centers with real-time visibility. Ultimately, this allows your teams to outpace the competition on the critical ratio of speed to cost. Let's move to Section 5, 5 core operational imperatives. While the technology we've been discussing is evolving rapidly, physical execution still relies on strict foundational frameworks. To shift from a reactive posture to enduring market dominance, supply chain leaders must rigorously implement 5 non-negotiable operational standards. First, get the order information right every single time. Entering bad data at the point of origin guarantees a failed delivery outcome downstream. Second, mandate the execution of a perfect order. That means 0 exceptions, no mispicks, and 0 damaged goods leaving the facility. Third, forge deeply integrated partnerships with your carriers to ensure you meet delivery commitments and minimize routing failures. Fourth, empower a proactive contact center. Give your representatives the system visibility they need to resolve fulfillment exceptions long before the customer has to call and ask about their order status. And fifth, rigorously measure end-to-end performance using comprehensive click-to-delivery KPIs. You must use that data to ruthlessly identify and eliminate operational bottlenecks. Finally, Section 6, Executive Call to Action. I will leave you with this scenario to consider carefully. If your outbound logistics network faltered today, would your core customers simply abandon your brand for a competitor who can guarantee the delivery outcome? The margin for error in modern fulfillment has completely vanished. Supply chain executives and logistics professionals must take immediate strategic action.
Hello, this is Randy McClure from SC Tech Insights. Thank you for listening. For more on this topic, click the article link below or go to www.sctechinsights.com for the latest insights on supply chain technology. Thank you and see you next time.